We're a manufacturer's rep firm. We represent about 10 different manufacturers in the telecommunications passive technology industry, cabling, connectivity, for the most part, fiber optics, copper, everything that supports the infrastructure from the back of the faceplate to the telecommunications room. What I brought on my table today is I've got this high density patch panel right here. Typically, that will actually accommodate 48 ports. If you were ever going to do 48 ports, you would have to go to at least a 2 rack unit, 3.5 inches high device. We've done that in about 1.5 inches, so it gains you literally double the density. We got the next item here, again, about high density. This will do 72 ports in just a 2 rack unit. And this is pretty new. It's only been out for the last year from Leviton, and it is basically a designer patch panel. What's neat about it, right now you see a carbon kind of metal look to it. It's actually a faceplate behind it. So what I can do is, based on a company's preference, if they have a particular color, if they like America, they want an American flag background, whatever colors they have, whatever company logos, for a one-time setup fee, we can customize that, embed it into this faceplate, and then every time they order a patch panel, it's got their company logo on it. Also comes with cable management, comes with 2 of these. I've just put 1 in for reference, but you could actually put the 2 in. They come with every patch panel along with a rear manager for it. Then the other thing I have is a new design in basket tray, which supports the cable a lot better than just your standard round tray. They flattened it out. It gives much more structural integrity. Of course, it comes with all the associated hardware and all of that. That paint color is actually custom from that company. It's almost like a gunmetal gray, which is really cool. A lot of customers like that. We have locks for your patch cables. Without the lock in place, nobody can unplug it. The only way you can unlock it is by inserting the key, and then you have free access at that point. I can also blank off spare ports with my electronics or anybody else's communications device. We at Leviton have 8 different colors, which is also 8 different locks for 8 different type applications or users. So basically you can segregate your security people from the telephone people, and nobody's going to get into somebody else's patch cord. So it's just a really neat way to organize and structure. Then the other thing we have, same scenario, but it's with your fiber connectors. We have your blocked ports where you can block off ports so nobody's going to try to take them or plug and play. And then we also have lockable patch cables for your fiber optic cable. So on an uplink port where you're feeding from switch to switch, you would want to put this lock in there. And again, to stop anybody from accidentally disconnecting and bringing all your users down. We're focusing a lot on data center, high density applications with plug and play fiber. All these are pre-terminated fiber optic assemblies built inside of this case. So you've got 24 fibers already terminated in this cassette. At Leviton, we can make an assembly either modular plug to modular plug or modular plug to fiber harness, but it's as simple as now terminating 24 fibers, as quick and easy as that. I've just connected and now have full circuitry for all these 24 interfaces, and at this point I would take my regular patch cables and plug them into the equipment. The only way this would work is obviously in an open environment, because you don't want to be pulling this type of fiber cable through a conduit, so it would have to be open through tray or through a gutter type system. I've been working with Hiscall for 3 years now. Instead of just installing cable or connectors like a lot of the other contractors do, they bring it from a whole systems approach. A lot of different end users that they have great relationships through, that when they're coming through, I get to meet them in such a short time frame. With being here for only 2 days, it's just a lot of different folks that I wouldn't get to see, and plus support them because they do so much for me throughout the year. It's kind of a way that I can also enforce that relationship, that they're also being backed by their manufacturers. There's so many different manufacturers and representatives here that are technically based through the workshops and through what they're displaying here. It's the latest and greatest stuff that we've come out with. And without being here, I don't know how a particular customer would be able to find all this information out in such a short time. In short, I would say they're crazy if they had the opportunity and didn't partake of this, because of the saturation of the different customers. And it's not just from Tennessee. There's folks here from Mississippi, from Florida, from all over the state of Tennessee. Maximizing your efforts for 1 or 2 days, it would be silly not to go.